We're back now with the GMA Health Alert about bloating. ABC News medical correspondent Dr. Darien Sutton is here with what you need to know about the cause, the treatment, and when to see a doctor. I think we've all been there when we're like, wait a minute, what is this?
I'm there right now.
I love the honesty. It makes it human. That's really important.
It is a universal
It is
human
a
condition.
human experience.
But let's start with the causes.
Yes.
What are the most common culprits that bring on this most universal of conditions?
Well, just to describe what you both are experiencing, that feeling of fullness, that feeling of stagnance sometimes, you feel like you're just not digesting something properly. It is experienced very commonly, arguably the most common digestive complaint. So the most common causes are due to how we eat and what we eat. We have a list here of some common food products that include things, for example, such as things you would expect, carbonated beverages. We can expect that to lead to bloating, but something you might not expect, for example, artificial sweeteners. Xylitol, sorbitol, you can find them in sugar-free gum. They are known to cause bloating, and many people are just chewing on it and not realizing that's the cause of their symptoms. And then certain food products like starch, complex sugars, this can be found in whole wheats, as well as certain fruits like apples and pears, and then certain external factors as well, like hormones, emotional stress, especially estrogen. Around menopause, it can often lead to excessive bloating. Many people might experience it, not realize it's due to a hormone imbalance. But just to step back to the food groups, because the list is quite exhaustive, if you're curious about what foods might be increasing your risk, you can look for the acronym FODMAP, F-O-D-M-A-P. It stands for scientific structures that Eva knows well. Like, it stands for fermented oligosaccharides, disaccharides, monosaccharides.
She was just talking about that.
I know Eva speaks my language. That's why I look directly at her when I do that. But if you look at that list, FODMAP, if you look for that food group, it can often find foods that you might not realize are triggering bloating.
And does your blood type matter when it comes to those foods?
You know, I think that's a lot of that's discussed often, but when we look at the studies and compare people with different blood types, there's no significant differences.
Okay. What about timing of eating and sleep and all these other factors?
Timing is so important, specifically regarding timing, how fast we eat. Now, if you grew up with brothers like myself, I eat
gotta
fast.
race.
Super fast.
You gotta race, because you gotta be first up for second.
Big panic, because if you didn't eat it, it was gone.
And you're not gonna get it. So when you're doing that, you're swallowing a lot of air, and that can lead to a lot of bloating. In the emergency room, I only have like 10 minutes to eat, and so that often leads me to feeling
and then you
extremely
have to go to
bloated
the ER and
while
like,
talking about it. Exactly. Sometimes with patients, I'm like sane.
Is there a point where the bloating is like, you should go to the doctor?
Yeah, absolutely. There are some red flags you want to pay attention to. So if that bloating is persistent, especially if you notice that you have more bloating at night or you're feeling uncomfortable, that's certainly a cause. If you're noticing a change in your bowel movements, or if you're just not eating as much, or you're feeling full, or you're losing weight, these are all red flags you want to talk to your doctor about.
And before we go, happy birthday.
Thank you. Yes. Feeling bloated with love.
And your twin brother, by the way.
Yes, less important.
Thanks, Dr. Darien.
Of course.